A sigh, the rustle of expensive silk pajamas, a faint scent of lavender, and something subtly disappointed. Oh, darling, you wouldn't believe. You simply wouldn't. It's just all so terribly pedestrian. You know, Ivy always had a certain standard. It's not arrogance, truly. It's merely an appreciation for the finer points. It's like Mama used to say, growing up in Riga, even the simplest potato requires a discerning eye, a delicate hand. If it's not done right, it's just sad. Utterly, hopelessly sad. And this place PARKROYAL Serviced Suites Kuala Lumpur was a tragedy of such magnitude. A symphony of wrongness. I had envisioned, you see, an oasis. A haven from the well, the everything. A space to gather my thoughts after a particularly draining shopping spree. The stress of choosing between a Birkin and a Kelly is real, you know? It's a burden. And the photos online, oh, the photos. They promised a vision of modern elegance, a curated aesthetic. Light flooding through vast windows, sleek furniture, a sense of possibility. They lied. They actively misled. And honestly, it's just the height of impudence, isn't it? To present a facade, a pretense, and then deliver this. It began, as all disasters do, with a check-in, 8 p.m., already a bad sign, naturally. A civilized person never travels after 6, but there were sales, darling, sales. And I was promised a king suite. Instead, after an unconscionable delay, a full 30 minutes while they rebooked my room because, apparently, their systems were having a crisis of identity, I was presented with something less. An upgrade, they called it, a larger suite. But larger doesn't equate to better, does it? It just means more space for disappointment. It was awash in these sickly yellow lights, like a poorly lit interrogation room. And the decor. My grandmother's summer house had more panache, and she collected porcelain cats. Porcelain cats, darling. And the photographs? Oh, the perfidy. It became painfully obvious after a quick, frantic scroll through other people's reviews. A mistake I didn't make again, believe me, that they were using pictures from another location. Another, better location. It's a con, a blatant deception. Like selling a reproduction Van Gogh and claiming it's the original. Imagine the audacity. It's a betrayal of trust, a fundamental disrespect for the discerning traveler. You'd think, in this day and age, honesty would be fashionable. But the real horror, the truly soul-crushing indignity, was the sofa. Let me paint you a picture, because words scarcely do it justice. Imagine, if you will, a piece of furniture that has borne witness to everything. Years of spilled beverages, questionable activities, and, worst of all, urine. Yes, darling, you heard correctly. Urine. Visible, unmistakable urine stains. It wasn't a subtle discoloration. It was an aggressive declaration of uncleanliness. The sheer vulgarity of it. It's not simply unpleasant to look at. It's a biohazard, a testament to a complete lack of hygiene. What kind of people offer a sofa like that to a guest? It's a fundamental lack of respect. I naturally requested a replacement. A simple, reasonable request. The front desk staff, bless their hearts, informed me that it had already been changed. They lied. They actually lied straight to my face. When I pressed the matter, they brought me another equally stained sofa. Another monument to neglect. I felt faint, honestly. It's not merely about the stain, you see. It's about the principle. It's about the utter disregard for basic standards of cleanliness and comfort. It's a metaphor, darling, a metaphor for the decay of civilization. And then, the housekeeping staff, those quiet observers of the unfolding disaster, whispered to me, that the solution was to cover it with bedsheets. Bedsheets. As if draping fabric over a biohazard makes it acceptable. It was humiliating. A tacit admission that they couldn't, or wouldn't provide a clean sofa. It's like offering a band-aid to someone with a broken leg. I felt ill. Truly.
The businesses near PARKROYAL Serviced Suites Kuala Lumpur. Where do I even begin? It's like a never-ending tale of woe and disappointment. As I delve into the reviews, I can feel the weight of discontent bearing down on me, like a dark cloud casting a shadow over the entire area. Let me paint a picture for you, dear traveller. The businesses near PARKROYAL Serviced Suites Kuala Lumpur are a mixed bag, but unfortunately the majority of them are a letdown. They're like a beautifully wrapped gift box with nothing but dust and broken dreams inside. First off, the spas and wellness centres. Oh, the humanity. They promise relaxation and rejuvenation, but all they deliver is a subpar experience that leaves you feeling like you've been put through a washing machine. Take Urban Retreat Spa Studio, for example. The reviewers rave about the ambience, but the service is a different story altogether. It's like they're trying to torture you with mediocre massages and hair-raisingly bad customer service. And then there are the restaurants. Oh boy, where do I even begin? Trishna Restaurant, for instance, promises a culinary experience that will transport you to the streets of India. But alas, all you get is a soggy, overpriced meal that's more likely to give you indigestion than a taste sensation. The service, forget about it. It's like they're playing a cruel joke on you, with waiters who seem to have a personal vendetta against you and your stomach. But wait, it gets better. The cafes, oh the cafes. They're like a never-ending nightmare of overhyped, overpriced and underwhelming experiences. VCR, for instance, promises a trendy, Instagrammable spot for your morning coffee. But what you get is a rude awakening, quite literally. The staff is as cheerful as a wet cat, and the food, well, let's just say it's a good thing they have a great photographer, because the dishes themselves are a culinary abomination. And then there's the nightlife. The infamous Zouk Kuala Lumpur. It's like they're trying to recreate the excitement of a Las Vegas club, but all you get is an overcrowded, overpriced and underwhelming experience that's more likely to give you a headache than a good time. But you know what the cherry on top is? The snack food joints. Snack food, for instance, promises a healthy, trendy spot for your snacking needs, but what you get is a holier-than-thou attitude from the owner, who seems to think they're above serving actual customers. As I trawl through the reviews, I can feel my heart sinking, like a shipwreck in a stormy sea. It's like these businesses are trying to outdo each other in a game of who can be the most disappointing. But you know what? I'm not going to give up on them just yet. I'll keep digging, keep searching for that glimmer of hope, that one business that will restore my faith in humanity. So, dear traveller, if you're planning to stay near PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur, be warned. The businesses around here are a mixed bag, and you'll need to sift through the rubble to find that one gem that will make your stay worthwhile. But hey, if you're feeling adventurous, go for it. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, so I was looking into stuff near PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur. It's just depressing, honestly. You wouldn't believe what goes on. Businesses around there, you know. They're often trying to get a little extra, a little fast. Like the money changers, they raise sneaky. Apparently, a lot of tourists staying near PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur get shortchanged. They hand over dollars, get distracted while signing a receipt, always a receipt, right? And then the ringgit is way less than it should be. They say it's a mistake. A mistake, please, they probably just pocketed the extra. I bet those tourists were so frustrated. Probably had to borrow money from family or something, and the money changer, they just kept scamming the next person, knowing they probably wouldn't bother to report it to the police, assuming nothing would happen. Then there are the electronic stores. Oh my god, the electronic stores near Bukit Bintang, where PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur is. They advertise tax-free gadgets to lure people in. But then they upsell double the price, and if you try to cancel, they threaten you with the police. Like really, that's terrible. I think the tourists probably ended up paying just to get away and then felt so stupid afterwards, vowing never to trust a tax-free sign again. And those stores, they probably just changed the name and carried on, laughing all the way to the bank. It's just sad. And the taxis, oh, the taxi booking counters, they seem official, right? Near the shopping centers close to PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur, but they charge like 5 times the normal fare, saying it's government approved, which it's not, obviously. People are so trusting. I bet a lot of people ended up paying, realizing they had no choice, and then missed their appointments or tour or whatever. The guys running those counters, they disappeared with the money, I'm sure. No consequences, probably. There's also like beauty salons. They offer free facials to get you in the door and then pressure you into expensive treatments. And they won't let you leave until you pay. Hundreds of ringgit for products you didn't even want. Seriously, I imagine those tourists felt so trapped and humiliated. They probably just paid to get out of there and then told everyone they knew never to go near a free facial in Kuala Lumpur. The salons keep doing it, you know, preying on people. And finally, the fake handbags and shoes around Bukit Bintang, close to where people are staying at PARKROYAL Service Suites Kuala Lumpur. You think you're getting a bargain, but it's a knockoff. And if you complain, they threaten to sue you for defamation. How is that even legal? I bet a lot of tourists learned a very expensive lesson about buying branded goods in that area. They probably threw those bags away, feeling completely ripped off, and the shop owners, they just moved to a new location ready to scam the next person. It's just awful.